In April, Dana and I decided to change things up with a weekend getaway to Monterey Bay. More specifically, Carmel Bay, to hike around the Point Lobos State Natural Reserve. We arrived at 9:30 and the lot was full, so I would recommend arriving closer to 8 a.m. when they open for a better chance to park in the lot. Although I will say, parking on the road really makes you commit to the park. We felt more inclined to do a full lap around the reserve since there was no easy way back. Plus, these trails are pretty mellow with no intense climbs, so you'd be missing out if you don't take the time to explore everything. There are heaps of cypress trees, many of them covered in Spanish moss. The Allen Memorial Grove, also known as the Cypress Grove Trail, is a loop worth checking out. As the name implies, there are plenty of cypress trees to see here. I will say I have a deep fondness for cypress trees. I admire their resilience against the elements, and I think they're just cool to look at. Coming out of the Cypress Grove, we took a quick snack break, and this little fella was trying to get lucky. Afterwards, we hit up Sea Lion Point and caught a glimpse of sea lions doing what they do best: chillin'. Climbing the stairs from the Bird Island lot, we soon came across the infamous and quite popular China Cove. On this morning, a painting class was capturing the beauty of this little cove, which is unique, looking like a cove that could be found on a tropical island instead of Northern California. It was a real-life nature show down on the beach with mama seals and their recently born pups, along with vultures feeding off the babies that died at birth. One of the park docents confirmed the babies died at birth, so there were no epic battles between seals and vultures or anything like that. After China Cove, we were near the end, catching a glimpse of Gibson's Beach before heading inland and back to the car. We stopped at a little Mediterranean restaurant called the Treehouse Cafe in Carmel by the sea. Despite arriving at peak lunch hour, we were able to snag seating at the bar and enjoyed a tasty meal. And that lamb burger was on point, for real. After lunch, we made our way into Pacific Grove and checked into a little bed and breakfast called the Seven Gables Inn. Although since we were there during COVID, there was no breakfast, but they did provide a good amount of tasty snacks. Our room was quaint and had a nice view of Lover's Point. Pacific Grove is off the main drag from downtown Monterey, and if you're looking for less expensive accommodations, they do have moderately priced hotels and inns nearby. We set out for a stroll to check things out, and also noticed the neighborhood deer look both ways before crossing the street. Off the main strip, we stumbled onto a little gem called Fandango, a family-owned restaurant for over 25 years. It was peak dinner hour and we had no reservations, but were saved by some bar seating once again. Still somewhat full from lunch, we grabbed some small bites before calling it a night. On our way out the next morning, we visited the Pacific Grove Museum of Natural History. Definitely worth checking out to learn interesting history about the area. Before we knew it, we were back on the road and heading home. While it felt like it was all over too soon, it helped us realize we were able to see a lot in our own relative backyard, leaving us wondering about other surrounding areas. Hopefully this inspires you to check out new areas near wherever you might live. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep exploring and we'll catch you in the next one.